Good morning students, welcome back. So in this video we will be seeing a small program that is based on the use of traversing, that is forward and backward indexing. Okay, we will see what we can do. Understand the logic of the program. See, whenever any program is given to you, you first need to think in your mind that what this program will do, then only you can start coding. Because first of all you should be logically prepared. What is the main intention of the program? So let us understand the same. WAP write a program to find out count of a particular character from any given string. That means we need to enter a string, we need to specify a letter or a character. Okay, we need to specify a letter or a character whose count we want. What is the meaning of count? Number of times that character is repeated in the string. Okay, so first of all we need to specify a string, we need to specify a character whose count we want, and then we have to write the program for the string. Okay, so not an issue. Let us take the string. I am starting the program from here. S equal to R in pandemic situation. We are in pandemic situation. Correct? So this is our original string. Now let us assume which character we want to search. Let the character, I will specify manually. Let the character be A. The character I want to search is A. You be rest assured, whenever we are doing actual program, all these things will be coming from the user using raw underscore input function. So this is our original string. This is the character that I want to search. Fine. So what does your logical mind say regarding this? I need to compare whenever A is coming in this string. Okay, that means programmatically, if you think, you need to listen to me carefully. You need to access each and every character of the string, and whenever A is coming, you need to maintain a count for that. Whenever A is coming, you need to maintain a count for that. Correct? So remember students, whenever we are dealing with any counter situation, we have to take a counter variable. So suppose count underscore character is my variable that will maintain a counter for the same. Okay, so count underscore ch is equal to 0. You can take any variable name. Okay, you can say c underscore ch, you also can take, you can say just ch also, that is fine. Just for understanding, variable name should be self-explanatory, so that you can also realize that what this variable is meant to do. So here count underscore ch, that means this variable will take a count whenever this character A is recorded in this string. Okay. So first of all, what should I do? I should write a loop which will access all the characters from this string. I should write a loop which should access all the characters from this string, and we know the exact method. So I will write here, for I in range, I want to access all characters. So I will start with 0, I will end with length of s plus 1, and with this loop, remember we are in such questions dealing with forward indexing. So you all already know in the previous video that how we are going to index and traverse to each and every element of string s. So my range is, for I in range 0 to length of s. Whatever is length of s, that is not a problem, plus 1. Correct? Now what this loop will do, suppose inside the loop I print say, what is the name, s. Print s of I. If I do like this, each and every character will be printed. I am very sure about the same. But I do not want to print. What I want to do, listen to me carefully. Listen this line very carefully. What I want to do? Whenever this character is encountered here, whenever this character is encountered here, I should increase the count by 1. Hopefully you are getting this. Whenever this character is encountered here, okay, I should increase the count. Correct? So logic is very simple. We will make use of if condition. If, which character do we want to check? A. A is stored in which variable? CH. If CH in, now you only tell me students, CH we will check in which? CH we will check means the availability of A. We will check in which string? We will check in string S. And what gives me each and every character of string S? I repeat my words. CH we have to search in S. CH we have to search in S. So I wrote a condition. If CH in. Now I just now told you how do we access each and every character of S using S of I. Okay? Understand? If CH is A. If A in S of I, what will S of I do? S of I will give me each character one by one. Initially, S of I will give me W, then E, then space, then A, then R, then E, then space, and so on. So what will S of I do? S of I will give me each character one by one. So what is this if condition checking? If CH in S of I, if this A is contained in this, remember instead of in you can also use double equal to, not a double. Okay, both will work as same. So if CH in S of I means if A is encountered here, what should we do? I just spoke you. If A is encountered here, what should we do? We should increase the count. Okay, so if CH in S of I, we will write a statement that count of CH equal to count of CH plus 1. I will explain you what is the need of this statement. Initially counter will be 0. So if the first time A is encountered, count of CH is 0 plus 1. So count of CH will be 1. If next time A is encountered, before that count of CH will be already 1. So count of CH will be 1 plus 1, 2. Now count of CH is 2. If next time A is encountered, count of CH is now 2. So count of CH is 2 plus 1, that will be 3. If next time A is encountered, count of CH as of now will be 3. So count of CH is 3 plus 1, that will be 4. That is why I am doing this thing. So once this thing is over, we do not want to do anything. It is not told that I need to print, it is told that to find out the number of count. Okay, so once this thing is over, I will go out of the loop. Remember this indexing. Okay, I am out of the loop. Print total counts. I will print the variable. What is the variable that stores count? Count of CH. Okay. And that would mean the end of the program for you. So try to understand, students, how this program is working. S is the main what you can say string. We decided that we want to search for A. So first of all, what is the logic? You should access each and every character from S. You should compare A with each and every character of S. If A is encountered in this, we should increase the count. So same thing we have done with the help of loop. Correct? Hope you understood this. Go through this. Programmatically you can also access the same. We will meet in the next video with some more topics of this chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.